Curious about reading other people, reading their energy? How do you do it? What's the quickest way to get a read on somebody? Well, today I'm going to share with you some of my favorite go-tos, my tools that I use all the time to read the energy of the people who are in front of me. And because your intuition is more than just a fun, oh, wow, there are my keys, which is entertaining. It's really about listening. Intuition is the voice of your spirit, and it is listening vibrationally, listening not to words, but to energy, and using that as a compass, and using that as a scanner that you can scan through life, scan people, scan situations, scan things, and noticing the vibration. Does it match? Does it ring true? Is this in my highest good? And the more that we can become skilled and fluent and using our innate divine compass, this vibrational radar that you have that's innate in you, it helps to simplify our life in so many different ways, because the more that we really pay attention to that energy, give it space, express it, honor it. Intuition is truth. It tells the truth. So it will always honor, protect, uplift, lead you to your highest good, and amplify the goodness in your life. So let's use that intuition, baby. Not just for, what's my, who's calling, which is actually a fun way to do it, but for just some real practical ways. So before we go any further, let me introduce myself. Hi, I'm Sonia. I'm a fourth generation intuitive, and I teach you how to plug back into your innate divine self, your intuition. If you're new here, hi, welcome. If you're returning, I'm trying to come up with a new thing because I've been saying that every time. So I'm like, what do we say by returning people? What should we call ourselves? What should I say? Hey, Boos, love you. All right, enough. But one thing I'm really excited, if you want to get better at this skill, it's a practice. And really not only use your intuition, but transform your life of one centered in yourself, your gifts, having believing eyes, community, collaborative. Come to Psychic University. Class starts May 8th. And this is a 5-week-long live-led classroom. Just like I grew up in a classroom. It's homework, exercises, practical ways, but most importantly, your own spiritual community of believing eyes. The big thing that I see over and over again in my clients and mentoring and talking to people is like, oh, I want to develop my intuition skills. And then they go the ego way of like, I'm going to do it all by myself. Read all these books, do all these things, go all alone, feel all alone, or don't put it actually into practice and don't see anything change. We need help. We need collaboration. We need fun safe spaces to explore. So come join Psychic University. I would absolutely love to see you there. Hit the description box below, find out, link if you have any questions. Always, you can shoot an email to be at hello@soniatully.com. Okay, enough housekeeping. So one interesting way. So many moons ago, having grown up in an intuitive family, I was constantly taught to always scan and read the energy of situations, people, places, things, what's going on. And if you followed me for a while, you can hear that my stories when I was younger, I was very closeted, as I would like to say. And I remember with an ex of mine, he was very 5 sensory. He was very, very, very 5 sensory, which means, in short, he did not believe in intuition or any of these different things. So every time I would say when I would get a read, we'd have a battle. And I remember one time he had a roommate, and the moment that I met his new roommate, I just got a bad vibe. And it was so instantaneous. And I remember telling him later, and he was like, you're being critical, but I wasn't, because it was just a bad vibe. So first, when we're reading people, when you're trying to just read situations, people, places, things, the very first thing, before you can read any other energy, you have to first take note of your own spirit. What is your vibration? What is your spirit like? What does it feel like? What is yours? Because even if we're reading somebody in front of us, we have to pay attention of is this my own energy? Is this emotion, which will come in and out ways are really strong? Is this my own clouded psychic space, right? So for example, if you had a hard day, if you're in a bad mood, and you're not connected to your own spirit, then that becomes the window from which we see. So in trying to get a read of who's in front of us, we might already be feeling critical, not disconnected. We might be suspicious, and we might not even be aware of that. So as we first take note of your own spirit, of your own energy, it allows you to like check in. This is my base. This is my center pole of where I'm coming from. All right, cool. Check in with my spirit. All right, this is my own base note vibration. Second, then when we're starting to use this as a skill in different situations, we start to check in. Am I in clear neutral energy, or do I have a charge? For example, if I'm really emotional, it's probably going to have a hard time if as you're practicing this, getting a clear read of who's in front of you. And, just even circling back to that first story of when I just got that bad vibe, I immediately had a telltale read that this was not the vibe. This was not the person. I remember him giving me the pushback and having a moment of just that. I did my first checking in my own energy, checking in, is this a projection? Where is this? And all of it, and you'll feel it. It was like, oh, green light, go. You're good. You're clear. And so from that place, I was like, I got my read. I don't need him to agree, but I know this from my own heart space. So third, when you're reading energy, the most important thing also is to use your grounded 5 senses. This is where the intellect, this is where our grounded rational part is key and to helping unlock our intuition. And when we are not present, we're not using the information of our intellect of who's in front of me, right? Not story, not who they are and where they're going, all this stuff, but like who is in front of me? Are they even looking at me? It's a good part. A lot of times it's just a good thing of knowing people's spirit is in their body. It's like, are they present with me? Are we sharing a moment, an experience? Gather the senses. Gather the senses of how it looks, feels, smells, tastes, what you hear, what you see, in very grounded and just facts. Just facts. I see a person in front of me. I see that they keep looking around. I see that their shoulders are hunched. I see that they are on their phone, right? These are all really good ways that we can use our intellect to organize. Oh, I am noticing these things that are facts that can then give way to our intuitive guidance, right? It's like, oh, I see all these different things, and my intuition, if I'm reading, instead of where ego intellect would be like, oh, this person is not nice, right? Not interested. This person is in their own world and what? I mean, you could know the different stories, but then with your intuition, I'll be like, oh, then all of a sudden it's like overwhelmed. I'm reading this person's overwhelmed, socially anxious, something that would surprise you. That those first grounded facts help to then create the space for your intuition to come in. As we're starting to practice reading this reading the energy, reading people, a really simple practice is just start by going into different places, spaces, things, or just your own spirit, people that and just start to describe their spirit quick. Go quick like a ball, like you're bouncing a ball. And if it starts with, he was born on a farm in Iowa, it's like, okay, hold on, that's ego intellect. If it's a lot of talking, if it's a lot of story, if it's a lot of why, what, where, when, what, pause. What do you feel? What do you feel? If you were to just close your eyes and imagine that energy was like a sensation, where do you feel it? How does it feel? Is it bright? Is it grounded? Have fun with it. And especially as you're in this practice, have fun. The more fun that we can have, the more that we unattach to the outcome and explore this energy world, being in the third space of not good, bad, right, or wrong, but just what am I experiencing? That will automatically create a more engaging, fun, and notice how your intuition will superpower. So if you're interested in reading energy, if you're really interested in other people, I'll come to Psychic University. I cannot wait to see you there. It is so much fun. And as always, if you're interested, I also do one-on-one mentoring and intuitive reading. So if you want to know your soul purpose, gifts, what's going on right now, get your specific burning questions answered, go to my site, soniatully.com. You can click book or book a reading with me, or if you want, you can schedule a discovery call. I do a 15-minute free call for people who are looking to work deeply one-on-one with me. But honestly, come to Psychic University because you'll also get your crew. And I know for me that having a spiritual support system, language, and just fun where we could just talk is the best. So I cannot wait to see you there. I am sending you all my love and I'll see you in class. Bye.